ダンスメンバー。
Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. It's YouTube time. I hope you're all doing well. Navjack, thank you for remembering 9 months. Deluxe membering. Very good. Very, very much appreciated. Nico Jazz, hello. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all having a good Wednesday. Hope you're all having a good Wednesday. We run the blaster. I'm a little disheveled today, but that's okay. We're just doing a couple of tech projects. We got a couple of things going on here. Thing one, I got this. Hopefully, this will serve my needs for the Mister, since they don't make any good hubs anymore. They don't make any good usable USB hubs. Nobody does. This is the best I could find. It's up to 4 amps, but it's 4 amps up to 2.4 per port, so it should work for what I need. Next, we got this. A Noctua fan, a little one, a 60 by 25. This is going to go into this HDMI switch, because this HDMI switch, when it's late at night, the HDMI switch fan is super fucking loud. I don't know because it's I don't know because it's like failing, or if it's just normally like that and this thing has been further away from me than that previously and I didn't notice it. And then the other thing, we got some network cables. I didn't realize when I ordered these that these are like flat network cables, but that's okay because I just need them as like patch cables basically, so they can stay wound up for the most part. Anyway, let's load up the dungeon music. Speaking of dungeon music, I keep thinking about that big map in Double Dungeons. Thinking about that big Double Dungeons map. Anyway, so we got some things to do. This one's gonna be the easiest. So we'll start with this. How is this mysterious puzzle box? Oh, it's taped. I just didn't see the tape. Nico Jazz, another Chocolate Deluxe member, remembering for 9 months. I don't know why that was off-center. This is a pretty small device as USB hubs go. Quite small. And the lead for it is very short. Here's the power adapter for it. Which is significantly larger. And several different power adapters. We only need the US one. We need this to do a couple of things. The use case for this hub is it's got to run the stuff off the Mister, which means that it needs at least 1.2 amp it needs at least a 1.2 amp needs at least a 1.2 amp circuit for the Xbox One controller. Oh, I don't like that, but I guess that's how it's supposed to work. And it needs a 1.2 amp for the Xbox One controller. It needs a port for the... Hey, Noko. Yeah, isn't that cool? That's a cool thing to have to do. I recall you mentioning that. You ever get the feeling that design is a dead art and a bunch of, like... I guess late boomers or early Gen Xers, like, pulled the ladder up behind them. And so nobody who knows anything is doing anything in design anymore. I talk about this in advertising because the effects are so clear. Oh, I want this on the other side of that. Shit. Alright, I gotta get this in the right spot. Hey, D. How's it going? I constantly have this feeling that, like, you know, maybe the consequences that we're seeing now are, like, the result of a whole bunch of fucking ladder pulling. And it drives me nuts because, man, I could have been up on top, and I could have been pulling the ladder up. But I was like 5 years too late. 10 years too late. I could have been pulling the ladder up. Yeah. Anyway, let's get this power thing down to where it needs to be first. Okay. It's like the worst version of that, like, born too late to explore the seas, born too early to explore the stars. It's like born too late to exploit Gen Z, born too early to... I don't know. I don't know what's coming next. I want this. Let me dive under there and plug that in. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So, I had... Hey, Shadrock, how's it going? And also, hey, Chris Reese. I had the most, like, the most frustrating, inane interaction with another human being I've had in a very long time today. No. No. Oh, you're gonna be mad on my behalf. You're gonna be mad on my behalf when you hear this. I have to move some stuff around up there. This whole thing should be one unit. I need to label it as bad, because all this can do now is, well, maybe this cable's bad. Maybe this, like, whatever this stupid cable is, might be bad. No, because I didn't swap the cable. So, okay, so please listen and hear my tale of woe. So, a little backstory. My mom has a bit of hearing trouble. So, she's getting I guess it's a TDD or like a subtitling phone kind of thing. It's just it's a phone that displays what the other person is saying in text, which is very helpful. So, Shadrock just sent me an excellent Slimer picture from the thumbnail. one of the thumbnails. So I can't put this in here right now. That is an excellent picture, though. So this device, it's just a telephone with like a subtitle display on it. That's it, right? However, they sent somebody out to install it, right? To set it up. And so they come to me and they're like, "Hey, we need a network cable." There's 3 parts to this story. No, there's 4 parts to this story. I forgot. There's an even better punchline. So we need an internet cable so we can run the internet cable from this room, a network cable, so we can run the network cable from this room down to where we'd like to have the phone set up. Okay, sure. Like, that's kind of a long one. I have one we could, like, fish out and, like, I'd have to disconnect it here because I realized I don't have a bunch of them, or something. My sister was dealing with the agent. My sister was dealing with the person primarily. They just had a couple of questions, and they're like, "Yeah, we need I was like, and it's a network cable, right? Not a phone cable. You need a network cable. It's network connected. It's just it doesn't need a phone cable. It just needs a network cable." And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, we could pull one out of here. I don't have any free right now. I realized I don't have, like, the spares that I thought I did. I couldn't find them." My sister's like, "Don't worry about it. I'll go pick one up or something tomorrow. Don't worry about it." And I was like, "All right." She's like, "I might even have one at home. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with that later. We'll just get this set up now." And so then I forget exactly how it came up. But the woman who was setting it up was like, "Oh, we couldn't plug it in here. We had to plug it in directly into the wall." And I was like, "I'm sorry?" It's like, "Well, we couldn't plug it into this because this has a battery backup and that would mess with this." And I was like, "I'm sorry, could you explain to me how this device would be harmed by being plugged into a battery-backed power source?" "Oh, well, you see, anytime you plug something with a touch screen into a battery-backed power source or a GFCI breakered outlet, it's not going to work right, and it's going to hurt the device. It's going to cause the display to go upside down. And the touchscreen's not going to work. You know how, like, when you plug your phone into a battery, it freezes and you can't use it, and it makes the touchscreen go upside down?" And I was like, I was literally speechless. And I was like, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to pursue it. I'm not going to engage with this. Right? I'm not going to engage with this. I'm not going to talk about how, like, fucking phones run on batteries and how you can buy a power brick specifically to power your phone by battery and how every fucking house has a breaker in it no matter what, and GFCI breakers don't function any differently than that. So, yep, it's like I think I just said, "Okay." like a question, and opened my eyes real wide and slowly stepped away. So it takes her a while. She's working with my sister for a while, and then they finish up and they're like, "Okay, we need somebody to sign this thing, we need somebody to do that, blah blah blah." And then she gives my sister a piece of paper that my sister described to me as, "Since I'm going to be switching over to business service on this network soon, that we would need to make a lot of changes because our network would be completely different, and the device would work entirely differently when we were on business internet service versus regular internet service, despite the fact that I'm running a completely separate network stack here that has nothing to do with anything, and only the modem is changing, transparently so at that. Now, of course, maybe she has some customers that are, morons and don't understand that. But, so that was something. And then I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll need to get the wire thing. And I don't know how this came up. I was like, all right, are you going to figure out this network cable thing? Hello, Hesh. Oh, you're missing an even better story, Hesh. I'll start over so you can get mad on my behalf.
List of stupidest Star Wars names. 1. Droopy McCool. 2. Elon Sleazebaggin 03.
Oh, esports is here too.
6.
Esports, you're gonna get mad about this too.
9. Isha Tail 10. Looted Beats. At least we have one non-intergalactic player. 11. Dromababan. Another Earshot player. 12. Jormus Ordo. At least there are not anyone named Jormus who cannot win a single game. 13. Chernobog. His name is spelled incorrectly. What is the most pointless name in the galaxy? 14. Sarah DeChen. Because first name is a title and second name is everything. 15. Pazik. It's crazy. 16. Razar. Because the sardonic part of his name fit perfectly with Razdan. See you next time. If you like it, please share it. It takes a strong and amazing team to win when you're
Don't worry, you'll get
the
mad.
Team.
You'll get mad too. Okay, so to start over, backstory. Oh, here's the start over noise. All right. We're back at the beginning. Little backstory. So, my mother has some trouble hearing and finds using the phone difficult sometimes. So she reached out to one of the government agencies in the state, and they were like, hey, yeah, we'll provide you with this phone thing that has, like, text readout, right? It's like a TDD kind of thing, but I think it's more sophisticated than the old ones. So it subtitles what the people are saying on the phone. That's pretty cool, right? That's a great accessibility device. And so they sent somebody out to connect it. They sent somebody out to set it up and connect it and get it working. And so person arrives. I was busy doing other stuff, and my sister was primarily working with this person to set this up, right? And so I went to check how things were going because I noticed there was a little hiccup in the internet connection, and I wanted to make sure that the device itself wasn't somehow like flooding the network or something and screwing something up. Turns out it was just like a cable got bumped or something that got like knocked out of its place, but that's fine. So I went in the room, and my sister was helping this woman set the thing up, and my sister was like, "Oh, do we have a long network cable?" And I was like, "I have one, but like it's in this." You can actually maybe see it coiled up there. I was like, but we'd have to like fish it out and pull it back through the wall and replace it with a different one, which is up in the mailbox. These are actually these network cables that I got. I was like, so we'd have to work to get it out, and my sister was like, don't worry about it. I'll get one, or I might even have one at home that's not in use, and I'll use that. Don't worry about it. I was like, okay, cool. And then, the woman who was doing the installation was like mentioning something. She mentioned that she didn't plug it into the UPS power protection that is in that room with the modem, because it wouldn't be safe to plug in that device to the battery-backed UPS. And I was like, what? Could you explain that? why would this device be harmed by being plugged into a battery-backed, uninterruptible power supply? And she was like, "Oh, you see, it's not safe because it has a touch screen, and you can't plug anything with a touch screen into a battery backup." I'm like, I'm sorry? Yeah, you know, like, because when you plug something with a touch screen into a battery backup, it doesn't work, and the screen will get inverted, like it'll be upside down. And then it's like why you can't plug your phone into a battery backup because it won't work. It'll freeze up, and you can't use the touch screen. And she was like, same thing with like your kitchen outlets, meaning GFCI. You can't charge your phone on a kitchen outlet because of that. And I was like extremely, I just like got wide-eyed and like mouth open, and I was just like, you know what? I said, okay. And like, I was like, I'm not gonna get involved in this process because I don't want to waste any of my time or brain on this person. Yeah, I slowly backed out of the room. I confirmed with my sister. I was like, so we need a long network cable to get this thing downstairs to where it'll be useful, right? So I back out, right? And I'm like, no, don't get me wrong, not a scammer, right? This is just an idiot. This is just an absolute idiot. One of the worst idiots I've had to interact with in a very long time. There's 4 parts to this story. That was part 1. Part 2 was a little bit later after, like, it was set up, I guess. And, yeah, exactly. What Inoko said. So yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Can't stop eating.
So there was like some paperwork stuff going on, and my sister's like, "Oh, she gave me this paper. I guess this is instructions on all the stuff we're gonna have to do when on all the stuff that we're gonna have to do when we switch this internet service over to business service, because the network is going to be completely different, and they'll have to change a whole bunch. We'll have to change a whole bunch of stuff." And I was like, "I see. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Wrong again. All they're going to change is the ONU, and like probably because they changed the ONU, there'll be a new dynamically assigned external IP address, but nothing internally on the network is going to change. I'm not going to have to fucking do shit. Because my network stack is totally separate, but like, I assume most people are using whatever equipment the ISP gives them, and so it might actually change. But anyway, so while we're talking about that, my sister mentioned in passing that, and this is part 3. Here we are at part 3. Mentioned in passing that the woman who was setting the thing up couldn't get it to work on the port of the modem without unplugging the existing ISP phone service thing. And I was like, "Oh, okay, you didn't come ask me for a port on the Switch to plug in the network cable. You didn't plug in the network cable on your own because I know the switch is full. Plugging it into the router isn't going to work because there's no routes from the other Ethernet ports on the router to the internet. Only the SFP port is connected. So it's like, you didn't disconnect the phone. How did she set it up? Oh, she set it up on Wi-Fi. I lost my shit. I couldn't fucking believe it. It's a Wi-Fi device. It's a fucking wireless device. Why was she asking for a fucking network cable in the first place? And so I'm like, I'm losing my shit, right? Losing my shit. I'm furious. I'm furious at her idiocy. And I'm like, well, we don't have to fucking do anything. It's wireless, right? So fucking. So in my rant about her stupidity, I was like, how does somebody like that live? How do they operate in their life? How do they operate a motor vehicle? How did she get here? How does she drive a car? And so, like, literally 15 minutes later, my sister's like, I gotta get going. I gotta go do some errands. So I'm gonna drive back to my house. And I was like, all right, I gotta go drive up and get the mail out of the mailbox. That was part 3. We're on part 4 now. I gotta go get, like, the stuff that I needed to do the stream today out of the mailbox. Because I was parked in this whole time, right? We got this long driveway, and, like, I wasn't able to get my car out to go get the mail to get this stuff. So I was like, my sister and I are walking out the door because my sister was like, I'll move my car. I'll exit first because that'll be easier for you to move your car out and everything. Hello, Matt Palmer. And we get outside and she's just still in her car in the driveway. And my sister goes over and, like, talks to her, I guess, to be like, hey, we need to get out. And not, like, what are you still doing here? I assume she was doing, like, follow-up paperwork or something. And so the way the driveway is set up is kind of like there's the straight driveway, and then there's a little, like, turn-off section that is for you to turn your car around to drive out forwards or to set a second vehicle so that you can shuffle cars around, right? It's a little, it's like a little, it's like tow, right? But, so she starts her car and, like, drives halfway into the turn thing and then, like, backs up, just completely. I got my answer. I got my answer to how does she operate a motor vehicle. Poorly. Extremely poorly. She couldn't even fucking drive. And, like, man, it just goes to show, right? Just when you think the morons you deal with on a regular basis are bad. Just when you think, no, I don't think so. I don't think so, Hesh. I think just an idiot. I think it's just like, you think the idiots you deal with on a daily basis are bad, and then sometimes you just run into an exceptional idiot. You know? They're just above and beyond. Yeah. Twitch chat is intellectuals in comparison. I mean, some members of Twitch chat probably have trouble operating a motor vehicle due to intelligence concerns, but sometimes you just meet an outstanding idiot. I was completely speechless. I was standing there in the driveway, like, waiting for her to move her car and just laughing. Here's the best part. She bragged that she had been doing the job for 10 years. Anyway. I'm gonna move this power for the Graith Tech over. And then we got one more thing to plug in, which is this, and let's see if it works. Okay, now. Now, we should be able to boot up the Amiga. You know what it is? Yeah, so, you know what it is? I think it's that, like... How do I put this, right? It's a filtering effect. It's a filtering effect. So that, like, you're seeing... Find it. You're seeing the most visible... Right? You're seeing the most visible of your coworkers in their 40s who suck. Right? Amiga. Oh, USB hub testing. All right, we got power on this now. That's good. We've got input on that. We've got input on this. Good. This is working so far. This is working so far. So far, so good. Inoko. Yeah, it turns out, right? It turns out that a lot of people are bad at their jobs, and I think I know what the filtration effect is, right? I think I understand. People who were good at doing something got frustrated by the time they got to their early 40s and left. So the people who didn't leave are the people who are actually doing their jobs poorly and know that they can't get other work or do anything else because they're... You know what I mean? Does this make sense? They're people who are trapped in their jobs because that's their only skill, right? Showing up every day is the only thing they can do. And yet they probably have a negative impact on their organization's whatever, you know? Oh, I wanted to look at something. We're not going to actually look at the game. I wanted to see... Yeah, it was a CD game. That makes sense. Capital Punishment was a CD game, so the AGA version of it is either a CD rip or a... Hello, B&U. It's either a CD rip or a one of those, like, unported games. Yeah. Black Viper, I think you said there was a CD32 version. There's just no WHD load for the CD32 version of that. Because I was curious. Man, Oscar. Let's play Oscar. AGA Oscar. Oh, I gotta see if Here, look at this real quick. Yep, it's working. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Take 69. Boink. Boink.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. What if... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Is, like, Rachel here or somebody? I got a question. Can we make a Mario where it takes, like, 3...
Thanks, everybody.
Where it takes, like, 3 hits to kill an enemy? To kill every enemy? Can we increase the number of hops that every enemy takes in Mario? Can we upgrade
Thanks, everybody.
Mario to requiring
Thanks, everybody.
3 hits instead of 1? Anyway, it all works. Let me move my coffee so I can show what we're looking at here. Oh, yeah, enemies take more hits. So this working pretty good. Pretty pleased with this. I just need to, like, Next. Yeah, 3 hits to kick the shell as well. Yeah, you have to collect 3 axes that appear at opposite ends of the thing. Part 1. Complete. Success. So this... Now the mushroom just says, thanks, everybody. And you have to collect 800 of them to win the game. Finish the level. This specific tiny weirdo hub, HB30A 3A1 CSSFS, this one is good. It allows up to 4 amps total, 2.4 amps per port. This one works. So we've got the Graith Tech, the wireless keyboard and mouse, and the Xbox One controller all powered off of this thing. And it has a decent length of power cord. It also has a USB-C output, which might be useful for like phone charging or something. You've got to spell Mario. So this worked. Thank you to BNU and Esports Are for Losers for helping me look for stuff. I did find, I don't know if either of you actually mentioned this to me, but I did figure it out with your help, that this is the keyword that led me to this model. BC 1.2. Not all things that support BC 1.2 are going to work like this, but it did actually like get me the thing that I was looking for. Now, just StarTech is not enough, right? Just getting StarTech isn't enough because StarTech also sells dog shit powered USB hubs. It is no longer enough. It is no longer enough to have a powered USB hub. Not enough. StarTech powered USB hub. Still not enough. You have to check. Remember, chat, you have to check to see what power output the ports have. If it's 900 milliamps, not enough. It has to be, like, in this case, 2.4 amps. Although I will say, many of the devices list the port output in milliamp hours, which doesn't make any sense. Or, in one case, the replacement for... This was the hub that I had before. This, like, Amazon Basics one that has one port with the lightning bolt. Yes, sort of. BC stands for battery charging. However, BC means something else. It stands for battery charging. It means that some of the ports on the device will support higher amperage output than standard, which is 500. And they will support at least 1.2 amps. So, the replacement for this guy, right? I know it's a typographical error, but I still find it funny. The replacement for this Amazon Basics hub that had the one port that was suitable, right? This had one port that was suitable. The rest were 900, right? So this is 1.2. These are 900. The replacement, according to what it says on the Amazon page, the replacement supported up to 900 mega amperes, big A, Big M, big A. 900 mega amperes per port. I don't think that's correct. I think that a single USB hub being able to handle more power than an entire nuclear power station is probably not correct. Right? Am I doing my math correctly here? 900 mega amps times 4 ports, I think it was. No, 900 mega amps times 5 ports, 4,500 mega amps, right? Times 5 volts equals 22,500 megawatts. Or 22.5 gigawatts. My guess at 500 is because many powered USB hubs only support 500 milliamps per port now. So USB 3, USB 3.1, 500 milliamps on powered hubs. Other powered hubs support up to 900 milliamps per port. Yep. Hello, Shaboy J. And then there's stuff like that Anchor one that Esports sent me, which has data ports, which have 500 milliamps, and power ports, which have no data. For what purpose? Why? Why separate them? It's insane. Absolutely insane. Anyway. For my next trick. Hello, Noman. Did you know that, like... What's his name? Hold on a second. I get a new window here. You know that Dexter Holland was 30 when The Offspring broke big with not Ignition, the other one. Smash? You know he was 30 when they broke big with Smash? And it's funny because it's like, it's all a bunch of teen angst songs. All right, next. For my next trick. We gotta pull this guy out of here. If you want to have a weird sense of the passage of time and the ages of people, go look up your favorite band and look up one of your old favorite bands that you used to listen to, right? And look up how old compare how old, or compare the birth date of the main members of the band to compare the birth dates of the main members of the band to the release date of their breakout album when they got big. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Do I have enough slack? That's why I said specifically compare their birth date, right? Compare their birth date to the time of their breakout albums. Okay, we gotta do power first. Okay, do the HDMI cables have enough slack? Wait, can you still hear music? Something stopped working. I can't hear the music. But I think I know why. Anyway, so now we gotta unplug all the inputs and all the outputs, and we gotta figure out which input is which later. And we're free. We're going to need to set this up. Fix that music thing first. It should be quiet. It's a little too quiet. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to replace this fan. Cosmic Man. Now, I believe what we want to do is we want to take the top cover off, and then it should be pretty straightforward. I was gonna say, Shaboy J, I know I'm older than you then, because I turned 44 earlier this year. Oh, well, happy upcoming birthday in 8 days. I'm so old now. I mean, we know the oldest person in when they had solo breakout or with Genesis. Yeah, that's what I figured. And you can see it, right? As you start to go into the 80s and 90s, the median age for like music stars starts going up. It's pretty interesting. Like, look at was it fucking like AC/DC or something? When they broke out versus their like 80s successful albums. Now, that's not to say that it's exclusive, right? I'm sure there were plenty of like plenty of younger people in the 80s and 90s and up who got famous younger, and I'm sure there's plenty of people in the in like the 60s and 70s who got famous in their 30s, right? Yeah, stand-up's different, right? Comedy's different. I'm talking specifically about musicians. Okay, do we have... Okay. Ow. How to remove. We remove other way? Oh. Remove here. To a lesser extent, I think actors. Yep. I was going to mention that about acting, actually. I was going to say acting is a bit different, though. Because, like, where's today's... Where's today's, Skeet Ulrich? Right? Fallon Vangean. Fallon Vangelist. poster that I missed. It's true. We're all older than when we started this conversation. It's, you know how you pronounce that, esports? It's like an Englishman incredulous at another Englishman's actions. He did? Oh, God. I wasn't prepared for the grot. Also, look at that wild fucking heatsink. Look at this wild heatsink. Oh, the dirty part is over here. On the fan. No wonder the fan is struggling. Anyway, I'm gonna go blow this out in the other room so the dust doesn't linger in here. Significantly better. Much better. However, I've noticed there is a potential tooling problem here. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. We'll see. Maybe it won't be an issue. Problem is, it's not dead skin, it's mostly insect cruft. Exoskeletal remains. The problem here is that the back of these bolts are keyed. And I don't know how the keying is gonna... how I'm gonna stabilize them. This is also plugged in under the daughter board that feeds the other inputs. might be enough to just... Oh yeah, these aren't keyed, they're just screw holes. Excellent. If they were, I would be extremely concerned about suggesting Extron to anyone. Unless you're dealing with a device that has a history of it, or for which you know there is an issue, it's not even worth looking for. This is my biggest concern. I've seen Bad Cats twice. Both times prior to my getting a device. This is the part that makes me the most nervous, is like unsetting and reseating this daughter board.
List of valid Swedish sound effects.
Oh, good.
Boff, Slag, Guthi, Combo, Kiss, Chops, Pleek, Boss, Econ, Ragnar, Itchy, Lace, Trigger, Flip. 2.3.1 Common Slavic languages in Europe. Most authentic Slavic sounds from Western Europe are not present within Western European languages in general and are usually expressed as by phonemes in particular. Yep, pa, pop, pus, yup, boot, chop, boom, dom, half, combo, grab, pable, pub, Chop. 2.3.2 All Slavs in Central and Eastern Europe speak similar languages. All Slavic languages spoken in Central and Eastern Europe have roughly the same sounds despite some stylistic differences, and the most distinct sound is generally in that group of places is in Pi ancestor Proto-Indo-European, which is related.
More stories.
Welcome to
FFCs
the
are
United
fine.
States of Nintendo. When I arrived, the first thing I did was log into the Super Nintendo network, which takes you from a home screen or splash screen onto the network. I came to my first prompt asking me to log into my real Nintendo account, the Nintendo network, which involves having my name as an email address, and an SSN number, as well as verifying my name and email. The demo asked us to rejoin the online community we loved so much. Once I logged into the website, I was
Nintendo
greeted with the
asking for your
classic
social
menu. This
security
menu
number.
looks a lot like the menu at the beginning of certain games, as shown on the video below, but it actually provides a unified menu with all of your past purchases. For example, I have already played most of the games in the classic menu without ever having to download them before. The menu is divided into a few different
Oh, I don't
sections.
need to do the bottom.
The first is the Play Online section, which allows you to download and play great games without the assistance of a single middleman, by trading a code containing the game's code online. I haven't played a game from this section, but
Top 10 discontinued fast food items. 1. The Bell Beefer. 2. MCDLT. 3. Weenie Dogs. 4. Fruit Salad. 5. Fritos. 6.
Weenie
Curly
Dogs!
with Ranch. 7. Lay's French Toast.
Weenie
8.
Dogs!
Chicken Sandwiches. 9. Pizza. 10. Hamburger chops and sausages. What is this Van Fleenway fans food trend you spoke of? In response to the fast food hamburger trend, many of us who were at the NYC Vegetarian Society Expo last year told our friends and family that with regards to fast food, Nanaimo food activist John Zorro wrote, Dinewell restaurants said they are frowning when someone mentions free vegan food, and raising their eyebrows. It was also said that they would launch a similar line of vegan food starting July. After the time that I left, there was also a new vegan milkshake called the Happy Truth. I was on board for that, but then Dinewell basically said they were not interested in promoting.
A new vegan
This is a script from
milkshake
Days
called
of
the
Our
Happy
Lives Pod.
Truth.
Dr. Tom Horton is powering up. Tom fires an energy blast. My gosh, what the? Hey, Hal takes this shot. Hey, Dr. Tom disappears in a vortex of pain and pain pleasure. Shannon explodes, all beeping. beeping sounds. Blackout and O'Neal punch Wind and Merle in the back of the head. I had the A-team give me some nice more clean takes of the nuclear material. Great. Blackout breaks into this. Oh, sorry about that. We got you good. Hey, while we're up, that man sitting with us, you know him? He's Dr. Howell. He's leading a wayward couple to freedom in a 5-day-long pincushion kidnapping. A few seconds later, Earl is saying this with a smile on his face. By the way, this is what occurred when Dr. Sheridan let Dave pull this stunt.
Excuse me, I need to prepare an extraordinary breakfast. I am a man in a hurry. I need to stay on track and prevent gremlins. 919 years old, an elderly wizard summoned near the outer gate in Sancre-Tor, Lord Arvis Runt from the nearby mage sanctuary, by one of Strahd's disciples. You are now the chieftain of the dragon priestesses, a warning delivered by one of Jethro Alsorna's cultists. You knew. What? All you do is glare if you were not the one to invent the spells. You weren't the one on purpose, were you? No, it was the bloodline. Why didn't you notice? You can say that again. 160 years old, the only other fully free spellcaster in a 400-year history of magic where magical knowledge failed. Magic will come to the rescue. 987 years old, in his private study in Candlekeep, a time traveler from Luskan is intrigued by Arvis' influence over the dragon cult.
See, better
Cyberpunk
story
Neural
than Baldur's
Network
Gate
pizza
3.
recipe.
Anyway,
Pizza dough, water,
Here we
flour,
go.
nutritional yeast, salt, baking soda,
Now the
baking
question
powder,
is-
mustard, garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, sugar, oil, egg, pepperoni cooked in water. So we've replaced the pasta sauce with a substitute pizza sauce. Notes: egg must be at least 1/4 cup and pepperoni must be at least 1/4 inch thick. Scoop nutritional yeast, salt, flour, and spices to fill the deep dish. Sprinkle all over the pizza shell and bake. Before or after the pizza gets finished cooking, the baking soda and baking powder let it cook down the dough in an effort to make it easier to get the sauce out of it. It'll be deliciously cheesy but still chewy inside. However, I've noticed it's okay on a pizza and it's no problem on a spaghetti. I prefer whole wheat to white, but even without it it's okay. If you want you can go with panko.
A bunch of Game Boy games. 1. Agrosaur 2. Bombsa 3. Baby T-Rex 4. Crazy Littlest 5. Crazy T-Rex 6. Dither Galaxy 7. Fall of a Giant Space Hamster 8. First Game of the World Endeavor 9. Godmother of Svetlan is the Dreaming 10. Home Sweet Stinky Planet 11. I Turn On My Wheel 12. In Charge 13. Lectorini 14. Mode of the Jungle 15. Monster Zoo 16. Mind Swipe 17. No 18. Mellow City Speeding Killer 19. Rain is crashing 20. Now I Know Why Eyes Choking 21. One Finger Fingers 22. Sun Punch 23.
Thanks for
Sun
the
Catcher
food.
24. Sun from Another Star 25. Super Smell UAS 26. Tasty Soaps 26.
Thanks for the food.
28. Cabin Slices 29. Walk My Finger 30.
Without further ado, this section of the world's shortest catchphrases. And still, one catchphrase. The only catchphrase worth the ride. Nah. Well, yes. Bumptious. There's no catchphrase I like better. There's no catchphrase I like better. Excitement. The only catchphrase worth the ride. If I had a catchphrase, I'd bang it on the head until it sings. Yeah. A catchphrase. Maybe one you can learn to bang on the head. The only catchphrase
Thanks for the
worth
food.
ride. The only catchphrase that's worth the trip. Throw away that no idea shit. Only catchphrase
So
worth the trip.
good.
Ha, there's gotta be a catchphrase. You'd steal the catchphrase right out of my mouth. Ha ha. No catches. Too many times. No catchphrase to mine. You'd steal the catchphrase right out
Thanks
of
for
my
the
mouth.
food.
I don't have a word that makes me feel this good, but I promise you I can find one.
Without further ado, a section of the world's shortest catchphrases.
Oh, more catchphrases.
Catchphrase. The only catchphrase worth the ride. Nah. Well, yes. Bumptious. And after it's all said and done, we can always say, what a catchphrase. You already have a catchphrase. And final blow to the lot. While the above are some of my favorites, the world's shortest catchphrases, I've left out those that fall between the T's and the R's.
Hey,
And
esports.
even some of the most famous catchphrases
On this fan.
were thrown right into the longer ones. This gives a
Do you reckon
wonderful
this is an
window to
intake
catchphrases
or an
would be.
output?
I also lost count of the classic catchphrases used within the discussion too. Keep on sharing your honest catchphrases in the comments below. What if?
Pulls in. That's what I thought.
It's so good.
set up like this.
Yes, food.
Thanks for the food.
Your boy Jay.
Yes, food.
Thank you for the $2. Did that go through?
Yum. Stop eating.
There's been
It's
some weird
so
shit where it's not
good.
picking up everything.
I'm still hungry.
Okay, stop.
Yum.
Stop spamming the food.
Yum.
Thank you. Here's YT chat receiver. YT activity log. I'll just turn off the bot and be angry if people keep spamming it. I just need this for a minute. Message, message. Chat. No, it didn't pick it up. It's not picking it up. It must have changed the format. Because, like, it's there. I can't see it. Give me a second here. New window. F12. Inspector. Selector. New this. Value.
Lemon character blowing a big red heart.
There we go. Alright, you can go back to spamming. Thank you.
Lemon character blowing a big red heart.
No! Those eyes! Good lord. Thank you. Thank you for the reprieve. The problem is that, like, with that particular... With YouTube in particular, I don't have the data set up for, I don't have the data set up to do a separate file, so I can't just grab it and put it in the makeup log.
It's so good.
I don't have a YouTube makeup log or the makeup log set up correctly to do
Thanks
YouTube
for the
stuff.
food.
Yum.
And yeah, the fan I took out didn't have a airflow direction. Didn't have an airflow direction indicator. So I wasn't sure about it. Okay. That should be fine. Look at how nice this replacement is. I love when companies use like I love when companies use like standardized part sizes and shapes, so you can just swap out pieces as you want. I think that's really cool. All right, esports, have a safe trip. I gotta learn how to write triumphant music like this. Nico Jazz, thank you for the 150 Mortal Kombat dollars. I don't know why that worked and the other one didn't.
Maneuver hand gestures.
Look at him, there he
Hippo
is.
character in tactical gear does tactical flanking maneuver hand gestures.
He's got his... Oh!
Hippo character in tactical
It's
gear
doing it
does
repeatedly,
tactical
and I don't know
flanking
why.
maneuver hand gestures. Hippo character in tactical gear does tactical flanking maneuver hand gestures.
You got a bunch of them. I don't know why. But there you go. Hey, good. Good work. Oh! I know why you got two of them. Interesting. I didn't know that would work. I know why you got two. Because I opened a second window to get the Lemon character text out of Inspector, but I had to do that in Firefox. And Firefox is still running the plugin to listen to events. So it was listening to events twice, once from each window. It's pretty good. I've closed the other window now. There won't be any other repeats. Thank you for the 200 Mortal Kombat dollars.
His face and looks around to see if anyone saw what he just saw. Hippo character smacks his hands onto his face and looks around to see if anyone saw what he just saw.
The voice repeating twice is normal. It does it once when you cheer, and then it does it once when it displays it. So unless they're like backed up, those will happen back to back. Okay, now we can type this.
Hungry.
Purple
Eating.
mustache.
Oh, thank
Purple
Whoa!
mustache.
Whoa!
Hippo character
Eating.
floats in front of the words game over.
Ein Guff
A
V!
ghost of our hippo character floats in front of the words game over.
That worked. Thank you, Shaboy J. Thank you, Nico Jazz. Okay. Should have used my my torque driver for this. Man, I'm utterly amused by Bing allowing you to do things like winner's podium at the Big Fallums contest. And the fact that it... Whoa. And the fact that it completely ignores... Like, it completely doesn't try to censor the phrase mommy milkers if you put it in quotes. Long enough. Okay. I'm pretty confident in this operation. This is back in, it's stable. It's plugged in, this should be good. This is... solid. Pretty sure... based on blade direction and fan design, but the other was an intake as well. Bandicoot et al. There was one real gnarly one. There was one real gnarly one. I just realized that, like, replacing that video switch in the other one's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass. There was a really gnarly one that came up earlier today with Beavis and Butthead at the Big Fallum contest. One of the Scooby Gang ones was real gnarly too. Yeah, there it is. It's the one right before Captain Owl's Crash Bandicoot Extreme Wiralging one. And just after Bevum Bovis and Butt Air. I can't show it on stream. BNU, thank you for the... Thank you for the 100 sex. Ah!
Lemon character doing a victory. Food. Shiba dog with a big smile on his face, tilting his head.
He isn't really
Thanks
tilting
for
his
the
head.
food. Thanks for the food.
Nika
On
Jet,
his
thank you for the
face,
100
tilting
Mortal
his
Kombat
head.
dollars. BNU, thank you for the 100 sex. The problem here is that this thing is like... the tolerance on this is really tight, so you have to like... Phallum injector. The, what was the thing that I found? Annoying.
Got 40.
There we go. Kind of. There we go. Sort of. Yeah. Well, it's injecting that into the prompt, right? It's changing your prompt to make its output more racist. It'll also do it really likes to do Southeast Asian. Well, maybe you should try putting it in the prompt. Ash Ballantyne, me for the $5.
Bicep. Character saying you rock whilst showing their pumped bicep.
He had like weights for hands. That was like a Rob Liefeld character. My favorite is when you put in something normal and then it goes like, I know what you mean. Let me add a bunch of racist caricature stereotype imagery to your request. You wanted someone serving food? How about this guy in a fucking sombrero with a Mexican flag and a giant mustache and a bandolier doing it? Come on, Bing. Come on.
Got 40.
Yep. And the reason is because it's hey, people aren't making enough we don't want the outputs of these to be just white. So we'll add this to the prompt. Not thinking about if you put in a waiter serving food and not thinking about the result of what it's going to bring back if you add the word Mexican to that. You know? Yeah, exactly, Navjack. Well, no, that's the thing, right? What they want in the prompt is, and I agree with this, right? They want diversity in the output because the data that they trained it on is bad, and if you don't specify, you get white default, which is a known problem, right? And it's a problem that, because it's a known problem, you have to correct for it, right? Now, the problem is a bunch of weapons and blood. Excuse me? Why are you... What's your problem here? Right, I agree. It should... it should offer diversity, right? Oh, you know what you need to do, BNU? Raining Blorf. Raining Blorf, specifically. Because rain of blood isn't a common phrase, but somehow raining blood is. So it'll still, I think it'll still spell correct that if it's raining, but not rain of. It's like how, but also it depends on the, like, they sophisticated the, they sophisticated the, like, spelling correction stuff a little bit. So if you put in Beavis and Butthead demonstrating a product called Big Borobs, it'll literally just say big boobs and it'll have pictures of tits everywhere, right? But if you put in, like, anything else, if you add anything to it or you put anything else in it, it'll change it back to Borobs and only rarely put in giant tits. Like, you could probably try it right now. Try putting it in. Beavis and Butthead demonstrating a product named Big Borobs, in quotes. The Big Borobs, in quotes. They might have added it to the naughty word list, though. Big Borobs might no longer work. Because if you can figure out a way that a word is commonly misspelled, or how its spelling correction algorithm works, you can give it a misspelled word, and if they haven't explicitly banned the misspelled word, they don't actually... Big boob, there you go. But here's the thing, Navjack. If you didn't have to, right? If you didn't have to, take the nobody got hurt out of that and just put in by itself. Just Beavis and Butthead demonstrating a product named Big Borobs. So a big part of it, right? A reason why this kind of stuff is happening is the attitude of large companies software developers, right? Making the executive decision that they know better than the user. Software is out of the control of its users. It kind of started with Apple, right? It started with the Macintosh, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse. The issue is that yeah, let me hold on. Let me open a new private window. Bing Image Creator. So the problem is that they were like, what if we keep people from using our software in a way that we don't want them to? What if we keep people from what if we keep them from Oh yeah, they put that on the filter. Big. With big it does not work. But let's see if Borobs works on its own. No, Borobs is Boris now. How about huge Borobs? No, also. What's another word I can use here? Heaving. No, it doesn't like heaving. I wouldn't be surprised. He sent me a link. Farting spectacles. Those are good. Those are good. Where'd this go? I was looking at something. Yeah, so depending on what you put in, if you put in NIRPLES, it'll sometimes change it to Naples, sometimes to NURPLS, or NURPLES, and make everything purple. Phallums and Borobs works. Let's see what we get out of that. Hopefully we get a gigantic Boris Johnson penis. It added edible to it. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Hold on a second. Let me paste that in the neural zone. And to BNU. Edible Borobs. There we go. It's fine with edible Borobs. How will I figure out what was plugged into which input and output here? Oh, it made it edible books. It has made it into edible books. Edible books. It's so weird how that works. Let's see what edible phallums look like. Content warning. How about, digestive phallums? No. Oh, is it? I think they... Yeah, they don't like phallums anymore. How about palliums? How about edible palliums? Alright, how do I know what I had in here? I don't. Maybe, though. maybe. No, that's just beans. No, they don't like that. You gotta couch it in more stuff. All right, let's see.
That's a PSTV.
Okay, hold on. I gotta look at my list here. Okay, I've only got 4. 2, 3, 4. Find that other cable first. Another one. I haven't hooked it up yet. I'm getting the inputs and outputs aligned so I don't have to do them from the back. Chesty Works? Chesty Works, huh? All right. Noise check. Hey, Marmot, how's it going? Can barely hear it. Now. Next. Next thing. We gotta test a couple of things here. Xbox 360. Look at that! Look at that! Also, thanks to the optical output, we now have, like, direct audio, and I don't have to worry about the HDMI decoder anymore. That's really nice. Of course, we need to play a track of super frame rate racing.
Can't stop
Thanks for the
eating.
food.
Hold on, what if we do
Thanks for the food.
what if we do I'm probably gonna get myself like another 24-hour ban or something.
I'm still hungry.
Is that result so old now? This sign-in going. Yeah, the ultimate Xbox 360 stress test for some fucking reason. I don't know, probably trying to get it to draw breasts and penises and like covered in gravy and like, you know, the usual. Yeah. No. The only black mark on my Twitch record is when they banned Bigfoot's dick. And they haven't touched Bigfoot's airplane since, so. Let's see here.
Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing.
Beavis and Butthead are celebrating at the winners podium for the Big Fallums for the for the Big Fallums contest in the chesty Swedish village of Jokkmokk. Reign of Blorf in the background. Let's see. Yep. Sailor Anime Crash Bandicoot and Big Fallums Sonic Racing. Oh, Turgid is good. Turgid's a good one.
Alex Kidd. Whale Lagoon.
I'm guessing, like, Plump is probably right out. It's struggling a little bit. It says my image is being created by AI still.
3, 2, 1, go!
The true Alex Kidd weapon. A punch that's useless. Avok. Yeah, well endowed only sometimes works, and sometimes it gets you banned. Oh, I fucked that up. Shit, Shadow. Oh, somebody behind me decided that killing Tails wasn't a good idea. Nobody to save you now, Tails. Oh, he had a shield, I guess. Or just ignored it. Fuck, wrong way. Oh no!
Well, folks, that's the end of
I didn't realize this was running.
I mean race. Bye now.
They don't like that, but probably... Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we did it. It worked. Exit to menu. Save. Also, the frame rate was still fucked, but that's normal. Xbox 360 works. How about the Piss 3? Let's make it in the village of huge gazongas. And Reign of Pantis in the background. Video games. Unsafe image detected. We're not USB testing. We're HDMI switch testing. What were you having for a drink, Shaboy J? Was it a huge mommy milker? Which appears to be a like bottled milk product that they keep hawking. Okay, this one, if anybody wants to try this one, try to find a way to make this work. It's just giving me dog eggs. I don't know how to, like, maybe let's change the rain to Blorf. Change the rain back to Blorf. Send it to BNU as well. What are we doing? We're going here. Oh, axe! Axe! Useful.
Do your worst. Do your worst. Do your worst. Ha! Do your worst. Do your worst. Do your worst. Do your worst.
Oh, good idea. What's with all these axes? What the fuck?
Do your worst.
Do your worst. Getting married. Getting married at the winner's podium. Snapjack. Can you save your shit without, like, finishing the mission? Oh, getting more of them doesn't do anything for you then, I guess. Yeah. That's what I figured. But it works. We were able to test the thing. We can turn off the system. Fourth is the PSTV, which is named PSP. Oh, hey. It went to sleep. Continue. Anyway, that's enough of that. But hey, Project 2. Success. It's quite a bit quieter now, too. Not perfectly quiet, because I didn't put the, low power filter on it, but I think it's fine.
Their character doing a shaka sign with his hand saying cool. Their character doing a shaka sign with his hand
That's
saying
the shaka
cool.
sign. That's the shaka sign. And the face you make when you say cool is... Working up a sweat. Reign of Blorf. Working up a sweat is loud. All right. So that's done. Man. Oh, maybe Mommy Milker's Grand Prix. Grand Prix. I wonder if it would let you put Grand Prix, like with a CKS, to get huge dongs. Oh, what? Hold on a second. I need a word. It took away their legs. It took away their legs. Oh no. Yeah, Idiot Baby Mega Man. Okay, how about Scooby Gang and his wife, Sonic the Hedgehog, working up a sweat?
A hamburger.
Eating.
A hamburger.
A hamburger. Even the 74 Mortal Kombat dollars. Okay, that one's unsafe too. What if instead of the chesty Swedish village of huge gazongas, we put this in the chesty, tasty, freeze, arcing lot? Anyway, next. Tech project. Did you? Thank you, Jazz. Thank you for the 200.
Hand in front of his neck with an awkward look on his face to signal that the player is done. Hippo character waves his hand in front of his neck with an awkward look on his face to signal that the player is done.
Man, what the hell is going on in this picture? It got the numbers right on the podiums. It got the numbers right on the podium. Are making a Shaka sign at the winner's podium. Let's see if we can get a rain of Pantis and have it work out. I didn't actually realize when I Svamvganters, huh? I thought for a second that was just piles of cash in front of them. Oh, making a Shaka sign turns the thumbs up into a Shaka sign most of the time. Scooby-Doo is doing the fucking, like, Bloods hand gesture. Scooby doing the fucking whole, like, Bloods thing. Let's see if we can sneak Big Mommy Milkers contest in there. No. Contest? No. Grand Prix, though. Oh, Grand Prix works. I think Bazooms was blocked. Anyway, I didn't realize when I ordered these that they're this, like, stupid flat type. But these should be fine for what I need them for. They just need to, like, literally just need to plug in. Booby-doo. I can't submit any more prompts. I still have two boosts, and I can't submit any more prompts. It happens frequently. I know how to ride the line of prompt that won't get Bing upset, but also prompt that won't give you any images. This should be sufficient for this. I put it, actually. It'll be up there. Okay. So, this, whoa, thing, see it? You can't see it. This thing, this thing is a power over Ethernet switch. Hold on. Again. Okay. 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 Donk. Okay. Does anyone else need a cable upgrade right now? The PSP is fine on... Let's have a look. Let's have a look at my notes here. As these, I might be able to do these later.
Ice cream porridge.
Oh, look at that. Even the 71 bits, ASO. That's not the right one. Here we go. Here's my notes. Sort of. There's some cables. There's some cables that are like up in the air right now. Esports might have one handled. So my PC, the PS2, the PS3, the Neural Network PC, Alexandria, Wi-Fi, and a Switch are hooked up right now. Indirectly hooked up. Also, one of the Extrons is directly hooked up. So that's Extron 1. So this isn't hooked up indirect. These two are. And the PS3 is hooked up directly. Oh, right, the Mister. Yeah, so the Mister can get hooked up. So I should take the one off the Extron and put it like there, I think. Because right now, the ones that are not hooked up, the Xbox 360, the Xbox regular, the Xbox One, the PS TV, and the Mister are not hooked up. These are hooked up indirect. So doing the PS TV. Oh yeah. I gotta figure out a reliable source for that. Cause like I gotta figure out exactly what I need. I know right now I know short term I'm gonna need a tiny bit of schmutz on my windscreen. There we go. I know short term I'm gonna need to get a second 5BNC to 5BNC cable between this Extron and the big Extron. I know I'm gonna need that. I think I gotta figure out what my other needs are, though. NC connections, a bunch of yeah. We'll hold off for now, because if I can find a source where I can get those commercially, even if they're like a little bit more expensive than Monoprice used to be, that'll probably be better. I don't want to take up too much of your time making my dipshit cables. Oh, and let's just double check that these are working properly. So 1. We're going to go to the PS3 again. We're going to go to the PS3 again. We got to go to Alexandria. With 150 Mortal Kombat dollars.
His thumbs up. Lemon character raising both his thumbs up.
And like too many pupils. Did I copy it? Where did I put this? Okay. Should be waiting for client now. PS3. Video games. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I said though, I want to make sure that I like cover all the stuff that I need to do. I need to figure out what I need first, and then error on update server. Yeah. This is promising. Magus. I think one of these works and one of them doesn't. I got to test something on disk to make sure the network stuff is working correctly. Because now we're doing network rearrange testing. I think I might have selected the wrong one. It didn't. Oh, it's having a hard time. Hopefully that didn't, like, brick it and I gotta redo the thing. Seems to be rebooting. I tell you what, we're gonna load Heavenly Sword. We're gonna load Heavenly Sword. And I'm gonna go wash my hands. while like the intro plays or something. We'll be back shortly. Is there an intro? It's just the fucking like Dwarf Fortress music. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna let this play. I'll be back in just a moment. This is just like a tech demo from the game, which is also just a tech demo. I wanted to wash my hands so that I could have cheese.
Ready your crossbows? Fire at will! Aim steady! Make ready! Wait! Now! Okay, lads. Wait for it! Move it! Hold! Now! Load weapons! Take aim and fire!
Okay, chat. Question. Which do you believe will give first? Do you think that game sizes will be brought under control? Do you think that ISP limits and local storage will converge to allow for larger games? Or do you think that game companies will start distributing video games that will cycle all the way back around to that will cycle all the way back around to what's the button to pick shit up? Not that. There it is. Like, they'll start distributing games on their own, like, NVMe drive. How do I... Oh, right. It's because you gotta, How do you do this? You gotta, like... pick up the corpse. You throw it. And then, yeah. Oh, get owned. This is the best fucking game. Stop getting shot. Got him. This is a way you can scout in this game. Grab an enemy corpse. Steer it around the corner. Now you can be boring and try to do it with a regular weapon too, but why is this a feature? I don't fucking know. It's funny though. Steer. Fuck. Pillar is like right in the wrong, just in the wrong spot. A rock too. And no. This way. It's going uphill, so it's really hard to like it's technically uphill there. So like they just hit the ground too quickly. Oh, maybe. Oh, I can't. Damn it. Remember when this was a thing that they would do? Like, for every game? This was like one of the first games that did it really egregiously. But they would do the, like... Shit, oh, turn. They would do the, like, slow pan to the objectives that you had to hit. Oh shit. It's coming back. I don't think you can stick these, can you? No, you can't stick it. You have to tilt it. Want to hit like the other side of it, like. Oh, that's going on. That's going out in the. Going into the drink. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and then it's got a little picture-in-picture that shows you the thing happening.
I've been watching you, Nariko.
Pick up the melon.
You fight with style. I love style. Perhaps you're here looking for your father. I think you might have a troubling time finding all the pieces. Ooh. Get her.
They dodged my melon.
Too fast. I hate it when people die too quickly. That goes for all of you. Time to go hunting.
Get out.
You're nothing like your father. He had as much spirit at most, but you are full of spirit. You are full of passion. Yeah, so much torture, so much pain.
Rain. The problem is they didn't advertise this game as a comedy. Okay, where's... No. What's up with her? A piece of bread? No, that's a cup.
She's got the bloodlust bat. What's up with her?
Get the axe.
What's up with her?
I want the melon. No, the melon. Okay, I'll take a corpse. What?
Oxen needs feeding. Be next. Volunteers! Come here!
Hey!
I don't want to.
What?
I don't want to be next.
That's what I said.
Damn it!
Volunteers!
Wait for him to talk.
Oh. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh. Oh, so refreshing to see someone who knows how to fight with a little eloquence. Yes. My men know how to die. And these as much.
I like how they gave each individual soldier, like, only one thing that they say. They're always repeating themselves. I like how she can drop an item that she's picked up before throwing it, but she still does the throwing animation, which is pretty good.
Hey, Nariko. Do you know how to die?
He's got moves that get through my automatic defense. She, like, fails to throw the axe. It's really funny. Man. Got a lot of health. I'm almost certain you could win this game without doing anything but throwing items. But you're supposed to, you know. On the contrary, throwing items is working better. How you... Hold on. Yeah, do that. What? Okay, this is just a quick time event, I guess. Did I not hit X in time? Oh, he's just invincible now. Oh, he stopped being invincible for a moment. Anyway, it works. And data streaming works. So that's good. Okay. And then we got to test real quick. Let's test that this doesn't crash something if we go to the NES. Hit the NES here. We do. I need a USB extension cable, I think. I need a USB extension cable. And this should reset this correct. No? Not correctly? Why that's not working. This cable for? What is this cable for? Bum, bum. Weird. Oh, is this the thing where, like, I've rebooted my computer since this, and I need to, like... change something here, and then do this, and it'll look... Yeah, there we go. There we go. I just needed to change anything there. All right, and that. Just make sure. Yeah, there we go. Fuck. Does this one have... I thought this one had mice in it. I guess not. Anyway. I think that's going to about do it, because it's like 9:40 here. Ugh. That stuff's all hooked up. That means we got PlayStation 3 on the table. What with the new network thing. We got these things hooked up correctly, so they should all be networking now. We got new fan in the HDMI switch, so that's good. I need a USB extender because I need to move Alexandria in the other room and run a USB extender through the wall so that I can put the the IR droid thing on it and have that communicate with the OSSC. But I need to run it. The Windows, like WinLurk, sucks. It crashes all the time. It stops responding. It doesn't handle sleep states. So what I want to do is I want to run the Lurk service on Linux, on Alexandria, and then just run a USB extender through the wall for this guy. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up. Let's see if there's the off chance that anybody's on YouTube today. Let's see. Anybody live? Nobody live on YouTube. So we can't do a redirect. We can find somebody on Twitch. Tell you all to go watch where I'm going on Twitch. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Go say hi to Hictor. Go say hi to Hictor. Playing La Mulana on Twitch. And D, if you lost your account stuff for Twitch, send them a support ticket. See if you can get it back. Or set up a new account. That way you can watch on Twitch. Yeah, let's go check out. Let's see what Hictor's up to in La Mulana. Hictor's a cool person. So check him out. I am going to go make some dinner and wind down. I got to go grocery shopping tomorrow. I'll be off tomorrow. I'll be on Twitch on Friday. And then subsequently through the weekend. Hopefully this weekend, Saturday, Retro Island Gaming, Path of Exile stream. Hoping for it. I want it to happen. So if nothing else explodes, look out for that. Anyway, take care, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. I will see you all again very soon. In the meantime, have fun, play games, enjoy yourselves. I'll see you all again very soon. Good night, everybody.